2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith. Conference finals against this squad last season. It could get chippy. And here in the early going, some teams already fulfilling their potential while others struggling out of the gate. Shaq, how big a deal are these initial outcomes?
Ernie, let me tell you something. I hated losing, period. Didn't matter if it was early, late, whatever. I expected to win every time out.
Well, the reality is of it, you have 82 games. So if you get too high or too low in your little valleys or your peaks, you're going to be in big trouble. But every loss and every win does affect home court advantage if you're a veteran team trying to make the playoffs and trying to win it all. So you're thinking about every loss. If you lose in April, it hurts just as much when you lose in January.
And time now for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against the Bulls in Chicago. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Vucevic dishes to Oladipo. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Harris. Here's Vucevic. That's good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach for Orlando gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach had nothing but praise for his players, saying they played as well as I've ever seen them play. Everyone is making the right decisions, and honestly, they're playing so well, they don't even need a coach right now. That's an interesting sentiment, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Oladipo. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Vucevic with the bucket.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Outside Anthony. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him, and he gets it to go. Plumlee's got his second basket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. The Knicks pull it in. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
You're right, Greg. They took care of business against them in the conference final.
To Payton with a screen on a Flalo. Payton against the Flalo. Payton outside. Flalo pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Anthony. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Oladipo. Here's the floater. G with the rebound.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Payton with the ball. He's covered by G. Here's the screen. Payton outside. Vucevic. It's Oladipo on the wing. And the shot is good.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Orlando making some changes. Peterson's checked in, and it's Hazanya in for Tobias Harris. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Now here's Freak. 17 points for him last game against Chicago.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Oladipo with the ball, defended by G. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Magic shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
All right, now, take a break, 2 shots.
That's good from Oladipo. Booker, he's checked in for Anthony. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Knicks with the lead. And here's Freak. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Cole kicks to Booker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Shooting 2, shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Magic making a switch here. Bazemore's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. The Magic trail by 3. Down low, Peterson, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
Here's G. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
6 on the shot clock. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Number 1, the Knicks.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Here's Cole. 8 points his last outing.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
The Magic trail by 3. Outside Gordon. Pass to Hazanya. Here's the screen. Takes the 3. The shot misses. And New York will come the other way. Here's G. Here's Hammond. It's hauled in by Gordon.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Orlando with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. 34 seconds left in the first. With his first shot attempt, here's Peterson. Here's Cole. New York moving it around. Right wing. Passes it to G. 5 on the clock. He kicks to Cole. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Cole's got 5. From deep three-point range, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. New York ahead. They're up by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
The Magic trail by 6. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. Elfrid Payton is out there with Ennis, and it's Hezonja in at the 3. Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls was simply terrific. He ended with 17 points, and that was just part of the story. He came away with a double-double for his troubles in that one. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by Orlando. Anthony drives in. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Harris against Anthony. Harris dishes to Payton. It's stolen by G. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Pick by Vucevic. Pass to Hezonja. Back to Payton. There's a screen. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Freak. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Takes the 3. No good. The Magic go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backboard.
Well, it would have been hard not to see how dominant they were based on the numbers. I mean, they just completely dominated the glass.
Ennis misses. The Knicks leading by 6. It's Anthony with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Picked by Vucevic. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
and now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Last season, he played outstanding. First in rebounding, first in assists, and he has the #1 field goal percentage in our league. A fearsome finisher, punishing defenders on the inside.
And, you know, getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is to do? That's a great asset for a team as well.
And New York making a change here. Sloan's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Oladipo's checked in. They set the screen. Anthony right side. 6 to shoot. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks. Payton kicks to Oladipo. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, he feeds it to Harris. G with the rebound. G's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Plumlee in the high post. From deep. And that one's good by G. G's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Magic trail by 11. Here's Vucevic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. G passes to Plumlee. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Both teams will make substitutions, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And, you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Now, here's Oladipo. He has 5. They set the pick. And the pass to Bazemore. Oladipo right side. Lopez with the block. They get it back. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Lopez a screen. The dish to Sloan. No good with the triple. The Magic trail by 12. Oladipo outside. Off the pick. Another miss by Oladipo.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Cole dishes to Lopez. It's hauled in by Gordon. Well, Orlando shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Sloan kicks to Cole. Plumlee with the screen. To the paint. Banked in off the glass. Plumlee's got 5 points in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the screen. Here's Bazemore. Nato. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Cole. Shot is no good. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Knicks ending the second quarter on a 14-4 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City.
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed, but somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. That's all, and that should be enough. We're in a good spot. There's a W waiting for us out there, so let's go out there and get it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
G in at point guard. Plumlee out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Afflalo in at the shooting guard. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Gordon. The shot is off. Plumlee with some nice D. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And he gets it to go. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The Magic trail by 16. Harris outside. Back to Payton. They set the pick. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Freak, number 1.
Well, for him, it was one of the best years he could have behind the three-point line. A dream year behind the arc for this guy. He was the number 1 three-point shooter in the league.
Now here's Freak. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Inside, stolen by Gordon. The wide open look here for Oladipo. No good on the three. New York with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Anthony nowhere around. Good on the three-point shot. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Azania following the score by New York. In the corner, it's Harris. 4 on the shot clock. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Ennis, he's checked in for Orlando. The Magic trail by 21. Payton with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded by Afflalo. 5 to shoot. Here's Hezonja. They can't stop the run with that one.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
For Orlando, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Harris a screen on Anthony. Feeds to Harris. Shoots from the line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Harris has got his first points of the game.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A moment here to see some numbers for Peyton. Some last season stats for him. 15th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
He was a consummate playmaker last season, too. Completely unselfish, always has his head up, looking for the open guy.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Peyton kicks to Vucevic. Dishes to Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got 4 points this quarter. New York leading by 19. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Sticking too much.
Anthony up on top. He's got 17. Good. Anthony's got 19 points.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Peyton kicks to Harris. Over to the left wing. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Misses the wing chair.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so here's Orlando. Following the miss by Freak, it's stolen by G. Goes up, the big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's the anthem, put your hand up that you with, count your loot with, push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with, swing around like you stupid, king of the town, yeah, I've been that, you know I click clack, where you and your men's at, through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat, rooftop like we bringing 88.
Orlando making some changes. Peterson's checked in, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Hezonja. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Here's Bazemore. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lopez with the steal. To the inside. Here's Anthony, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
That's the way you get Timberland up. Let the music diffuse all attention. Ball up convention, free admission.
104 left to play here in the third. And there's the feed to Bazemore. Another miss by Orlando. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Here's G. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And Orlando has possession. The Knicks making the shot, and the shot is good. 10 points for Vucevic.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then and he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Whatever you choose, whatever you do, make sure he a thug and intelligent too, like a real thoroughbred is. Show me love, let me feel.
Plumlee, he's checked in for New York. Orlando also making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Vucevic, and it's Victor Oladipo in for James Ennis. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Up top, Oladipo, guarded by G. Now Oladipo, he has 5. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Oladipo's got 7 points in the game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New York ahead, running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Different look for New York. Elliott's checked in for Lopez. Anthony comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And G's subbed in for Cole. On the court for Orlando, Kent Bazemore is out there with Victor Oladipo. And there's Gordon, and it's Peterson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Oladipo outside. Pass to Hazanya. To the left wing. And stolen by Booker. And here's Freak. There's the screen. Kicks it to Booker. Outside Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one, and he gets it to go. Anthony's got 25 points in the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Hazanya. No good on the triple.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Anthony off a pick from G. Outside Anthony. Shoots from the elbow. They grab their own miss. And that one's good by G. And now he has a triple-double. 11 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Carmelo Anthony. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Elliott. And it's Orlando with the rebound, and he gets the bucket.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Oladipo right side. Can they get it? G with the rebound. Inside. Booker the pass to G. He cans that one.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. A triple-double from him, and that tells a big part of the story of this game. Just an outstanding game in so many ways for him.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.